Hello everyone, this is Connor. Today I'm coming at you with a regular island playthrough, although this one is going to have a slight variation. This is the fourth island. It's a place your own statues island with the somewhat typical shapes you can expect of that style. But as you can see, my score is very low. I just got to this island as quickly as I could, because I wanted to go ahead and play an island fairly normally, but with the special goal of achieving the highest point value building I possibly can. And the building I have in mind is the temple. I think you could probably get a comparable score from like a perfectly optimized resort oasis, maybe from a monument, but I think the temple will be the highest scoring building in the game. And we are going to place it right here. I can already predict that. So I'll have some plateaus underneath it. I'll have two statues right here, and wall plateaus all around it, just covered in mansions and masons up here, and we're going to do everything we can to make this temple really high scoring. My record for a temple is 445 points, so I think we should be able to beat that. As for the rest of the island, obviously great amount of trees. This is not super usable as an area. These little bridges don't have enough landmass, and all these small jagged bits are beautiful, but not effective for building. But I have these flat areas, which will be home to all of the various temples, or temple reward buildings, I should say. Over here, we have some gold, some more flat areas here. It's honestly not a great island in general. There's just too much going on, not enough just clean, flat ground. But I think we should be able to still get a high point value temple. So, whenever you get your three statues, because of the minus 25 they get for each other, if you place any two within range of each other, you cannot complete the first ring. It is impossible. Alright, well, long story short, we are going to end up with two down here, but I can't place those two first. So I need to go as far out as I can, like a whole temple out, and then put them right here. So that would be one. And then my second, I don't think this one could possibly touch the temple. Like, I'll place a third right here that will touch the temple, but this one I think will just go up here and benefit whatever I'm building up top. Simple enough. I really like the double statue. I highly recommend that you put a double statue down. I'm going to take bricks, because that's on the path towards masons, and I want to get masons as soon as possible. Ideally, this whole thing will just be covered in masons. I'm willing to take some negatives if it's going to get me a higher point value temple at the end. So, I think temples dislike brickyards, but alright, we'll definitely statue first. Let's make sure they're lined up. Yeah, I actually kind of like how that looks with them angled towards each other. And then I can just get in here, come around here. Normally these sand pits are just incredibly underwhelming, so I'm not really expecting to get a lot out of this. 12, and take a 9. And then looks like the brickyard has to be up on the land. So I want to get my city unlocked as soon as possible, because city centers and mansions are two of the buildings I'm going to be using to increase the score of the temple. So one city center right there. And then I'm actually going to try and get the rest of my points from this brickyard, because I want to save building in this area, maybe get to plateaus first. There's Mason. Okay, that's a good unlock. Now, obviously, I think this would be too far over, but here is fine. And up here, I can just line the whole top with them. So yeah, I guess let's go ahead and start with that. Get those two down. So this is already like 50 points, 80 points. I think the city center is 10, maybe 15. But I want to leave this area back here. I don't want to just start plopping mansions in there because I want to do plateaus. And then I have a curious thing I want to try. If you have two plateaus right next to each other, I think you can put a third plateau on top of them. Because you can put plateaus on top of wall plateaus that are next to each other. There's some tricks you can do. And I might show off some of those as we go. But I can't quite get to those statues, can I? Oh. I saw a 12. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. And then I do have to build one of these. So, could take the 9, take a 15 all the way out here. Take a 15 closer in. Building a house currently kind of sucks. I'm definitely going to build more masons in the area, but I guess it's kind of the same no matter where I put it. So about the same loss of points, that is. So I'll just put it down here. And I'm actually going to go right there. Yeah, that seems fine. Still... Yeah, lumber should be free, essentially. One new mason. You know, we're going to be placing a lot of negative... a lot of masons that end up with negatives from each other. I'm totally fine with that. This is a sacrifice I'm willing to make for a noble cause. Then I can get 17. Yeah, nothing else is going to even come. I mean, this is probably, yeah, just as high, but I don't want to muddle up this area with industry buildings. So, yeah, we'll find that 17. Alright. We're going to hold off on placing the temple literally as long as possible. So I'm going to end up placing out everything else I get. I'm not really playing for total highest score. I mean, I'm going to need to unlock as many buildings as I can, but outside of that, I'm willing to make some sacrifices to better facilitate the temple plan. Just because I want to see how high it can go. Man, this would be so stupid. This probably was not the best place to build these, but I was talking and only kind of half thinking. Probably would have been... Well, my houses are going to be down here, though. Unless I could have put houses up there and mansions here. Either way, they're not possibly getting the gold. It's probably smarter to put these elsewhere. I was thinking about the tavern and getting access to these, but this is so messy. I guess I'll end up putting this on like a water plateau out here or something. This is only the 4th island, so it's still not tremendously difficult to unlock new buildings. I don't need everything to be completely perfect. And I am liking this only square houses thing. It's working out really well for me. And I could try and use this shaman to boost the point values up. Ooh, okay, yeah, we're doing that. There's no way that I'm getting similar value and similar points elsewhere. Although this is really nice down here. Yeah, just a 39, 42. But up here, the 44, it's pretty juicy. Place that. Might not even need to place anything else for the moment. So now houses up here up to 16. I think I'm going to finish out the houses down here first, though. Unideal, especially because I still only have one city center. I haven't gotten lucky and unlocked a second. Yeah, see, all this little awkward rubble through here is really harshing my chill. Get a 6. There we go, okay. I'll take it, whatever. I'm not really too concerned with these buildings scoring highly. I do want to hold on to the fishers, but I think just good houses can probably get me the rest of the way this time. I thought for sure that would fit. Alright. So still just kind of trying to drift forward so I can unlock more buildings. Alright, the second shaman means I can still cash in a massive score up here. And now any buildings that I place up here, hopefully houses, so I can cash in off these as well, will just be very high point value. 12 gonna be the best I can get. At least there's a bunch of 12s. So I'll take this 12, and there's another like 10 probably over here, and then the sawmill will score off of all of them. Get the 24. Oh, perfect. Another 12. And an 8. And I wish there was a slightly more out of the way place I could put this, but looks like 28 it is. Still waiting on the brewery until I can water plateau in this area. I don't think there's another good fountain, so I guess it's house time. It's only 21 up there, and I can get more down here still. It's pretty funny. See, you run into a lot of little decisions like this, where I could get the 26 and stay in this alignment that I have, or I could scoot over here to the 27, and you have to ask yourself the question, is that gap right there, is that small offset that I create going to hurt me at some point? Like, is that actually a problem with how many buildings I can fit in a given direction? And here, I can still exactly fit a building, which is convenient. I did not plan that, it just kind of happened. So creating that gap might throw that off. Maybe it shrinks how many buildings I can fit over here, because I end up bumping into this, but in this case I don't think the 1 point is worth it. Actually, looking at how this overlaps slightly, I don't think I'm going to be able to fit 3 buildings side by side by side, so I don't think the gap's going to hurt me now that I look at it. So get a 27, and then, oh perfect, they do fit on the outside. Okay. One also fits through here, which is kind of nice. So I can do like that, although then I'm missing the statues points. Yeah, I don't want to encroach into that back area. Still waiting for plateaus to fill that up. Interesting, okay. Alright, what if I made up here Mansionville? So this mansion already doesn't touch both shamans. So one park here, and one park there. Is that a building and a half? Looks like it, yeah. Yeah, see, these are fine. God, I'm so zoomed in. I'm a little worried about that gap not being wide enough. That should be fine, though. Perfect. Sweet. Give me two. Give me two. Come on. Crap. Oh, well. And I can clip them into this mountain easily, so. Alright, well, first one right about there, I guess. Again, still gonna try and place nothing on it, at least for the time being. I guess I'll just use some more mansions up here. They're still high points, I guess no reason not to cash them in. Now, actually, let's do one of these. Oh, that is not enough space. I should not have placed that so quickly. Yeah, there's not even... I could put a wall in there, I guess. So I should keep that in mind for the future, but not perfect. I am getting a really good distribution of mansion shapes, though. Okay, got these new houses. Still very high scoring. As I've described before, I like to put off farming as long as possible. It ends up taking up a lot of land and not scoring that high. I actually have enough open green space here that I probably could take it, but it's not going to help my mansion plan, or not going to help my temple plan, pardon. So, almost may as well wait. There's a 9. Perfect. 15. And then I bet, yeah, I can get a 23 there. That's probably better than trying to avoid this this sawmill. Up to 5 fishers. Still haven't gotten my second city center. Not a very fun fact. $18, $17, perfectly respectable. Now I'm at the point where I can't get at those shamans anymore. Yeah, there I can get one of them. That's the burden you must face when you build with mansions. Pretty quickly they no longer reach anything you want. Oh, that gap is large enough, wow. I don't want to build an 8-point mansion. I probably should, but I don't want to. Oh, and then it's just suddenly 2 city centers. Great, great. Oh, no, no, okay. Whew. Whew. Moment of abject terror. Alright, that is as far... Ugh, come on. As far over and as far forward as I can go. That's my plan. So these two are in direct contact. I'll see if I can build another plateau on top of them. I'm unsure if it works, but... And... That seems like a nice transitional move. There's all kinds of -3s around here. Building here is like crappy though, right? You don't want to build something like a city center when a lot of the space you would use to touch it is already occupied. Like, these buildings would have pinged that city center. It might still be the play. I'm not saying it's always wrong, but in this case, I'm not crazy about it. Just something stupid like this. Something even stupider. So, where am I building next? I don't really care about the temple touching this necessarily. I mean, it'd be fine if it did. It just isn't required for me to get that score. So I guess I will actually build it up here. It's a fine point payoff. It's fairly central. I'll be able to get it with things like fissures. Okay, there's another plateau. So, moment of truth. Can you do an overlappy trick here? Yeah, probably not. They may not be sticking out enough, but you can definitely put, or at least previous update you could. I guess I haven't tested it this time, but put a plateau on 2 wall plateaus. As long as the wall plateaus are on the exact same height, you can put a plateau on top of them, which is kind of cute. Okay, so there's these 2 wall plateaus. Don't think one's going to fit up top here. I can't put one in like this. You know, it might actually be that they don't stick out enough. Oh, yeah, because that little bit sloppiness right there for me, but... Yeah, seems like you would need it to be almost here, but obviously this one's up in the air, so it can't place. Interesting. But I can get in like that. That actually looks okay. It creates some buildable space, and this buildable space is valuable because the plateaus all give a point increase to buildings around them. And if the temple ends up here and low, there's a chance it would ping this through the ground. I don't think that's likely. Let me actually see if I can get better over here somehow. Nah, no way. Okay. Cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Right. Oh, great. Now it's going to be, like, impossible to find how I placed that again. Come on. There you go. There we go. I guess I should sink it in the wall. Creates less buildable space, but it does put it closer where the temple's going to be. I don't think the temple's getting this one, though. I really don't think it will. Yeah, I could still build some, like, 27, 29 point houses up here. So don't fill that area with mansions. Got it. Just trying to pick up some free points, you know. It's still pretty early in the morning when I'm recording this, so you may occasionally hear some half yawns. Some days on a nice chill weekend, I like to wake up with some islanders. Haven't even been thinking about this circus, as per usual. I'm not going to take up this valuable space, but that is a pretty good circus. If I was playing normally, I might put it there. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I'll take a 40. Let's just go ahead and do that before I forget and place another house there. Okay. So... Brickyard. Warehouse. Yeah, let's go ahead and start on the fissures. The fissures are going to be super awkward, just given the shape of the island. So 22, and then I can't use my high up city center again without the penalty, but I can eat the penalty once and it's still decent. So 15 and 13 and haha, sweet. Random inland fissure. And then I'll cash in this 22 again with one. Oh, I placed those a little too close. I bet some of you even saw that coming. I had that thought as I was putting that as far in as I could, but for some reason I believed I had placed one with a bit of tolerance, which does not sound like me. I normally place things at the very, very edge of where they can be. Well, if I'm going to have to eat the negative somewhere... This seems like a fine one to do it, actually, because the huts will be somewhere over here. 31, 30, yeah. God, 2 markets already. Not perfect. Even with, like, the, oh wow, that's a cute placement. Yeah. I saw, oh, 20. Okay. That's a really cute spot. I don't hate it. I can get way more points up here. Presumably? Yeah, there's like one spot. 2 or 3. I'm going to go ahead and cash in this 20, though, just because it's such a unique spot. Nothing else will effectively use the space. Over here, there's no super high scores, so we can go ahead and score some of these parks we've been holding on to. I think I'm going to try and hold the huts still. I think the huts will still get better. But I can continue my mansions now that I have this city center down. So 1 park. Yeah, that's fine. Sweet. Alright, getting there. Now, I'd like to hold this until I can put my brewery, like, out here or something. Is there any little random spot around here? Nah, I guess I'll wait for Water Oasis, or Water Plateau. Water Oasis, look at me. Got morning brain. 24, this 29, 28, whatever, it keeps tempting me. I'm just gonna go ahead and place it. Hold, 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 hold. Could place... Oh, yeah, now that I've put the fissures down, I can just go ahead and cash that in, and ooh, I don't want to cut into the temple. That's the whole point of this island. But there are some good spots through here, obviously. Well, I guess now that I know I can't build more plateaus here, I could go ahead and start layering in the mansions. Do I want to try and be real tricky and like wait until I have small mansions? Let's look at how much building space I have here. So this is a building and a half wide. I don't think I hold it. I think I just start building. Although, God, I hate this cube shape. Is this one 2 buildings wide? That's the real question. It might be. Yeah, it totally is. Okay, that's sweet. Yeah, I can't just keep placing mansions hoping to get the shape I haven't even gotten once, it looks like. Yeah, I still haven't gotten the smallest mansion shape once. Alright, so here's the temple. Here's what I'm trying to score off of. Base score of -75. Pretty severe negative to dig myself out of. And it gets further negatives for everything that the plebeians like the market or the circus, and also a lot of industry buildings. Sawmill, brickyard, mill, gold mine, warehouse, and also the tavern. So I need to keep my industry out of this region, but the masons provide a huge bonus. Statues are 40, plateaus and mansions are both 25. So these three, plateaus and masons, pardon. So these 3 masons and these 2 plateaus, all going to count. 15 points for a shaman, probably not going to happen at this point. But city centers, towers, mansions, and walls, all of them, 10 points each. That's what I'm really trying to cash in off of. Oh, okay, those 2... the 2 shamans are dinging me pretty hard. Interesting. Well, take the higher point value one first, I guess. Yeah, so currently it's going, like, right here. But I can do better than this. I can do much better than this. And indeed, it is not... It would have to go so low down to tag that 3rd plateau, this one right here. It would need to be... I'm trying not to lose that mason, but to get the plateau, and it may not actually be possible. Now, obviously, the place that I'm looking at the temple is not accurate, because it's going to be placed forward some. So maybe there is some secret, tricky way to do it, but at first glance, looks rough. Yeah, I thought a 42 looked a little low. We can do better. Oh, time to go? No, just kidding. That'd be pretty rage-inducing. Yeah, 15's fine. Just want to get rid of that fat shape. I'd ideally like to get the small shape, but I don't know if that's something realistic to wait on, given that I still haven't gotten it once. Ooh. That's rough. Yeah, this shape is not very effective with what I have built down there. It's a little trick I like to call wiggling. You can see that at first it is reluctant to fit into this gap, but if you just kind of wiggle a bit, it'll slide in. Oh, haha, small mansion. They do exist. So, place the small mansion. Yeah, really not a fan of this shape. And up here there was some spot I was like, let me leave it for a wall. Yeah, right here, and I totally blocked that, so... Typical, typical, typical. Gonna hold off on placing the walls, though. What am I going to place? Don't need to unlock many more buildings before I get water plateaus. Maybe not any, actually. I think it might be the next thing I get. But 9 or no cute little spot over here? Alright. Not many spots at all for placing these, apparently. Even with all the negatives, still a 12. This is kind of funny. Then 51. Was my best previously a 46? Okay, so the 51 actually does work. It doesn't cut off any placements, and it adds one more 5-point bump. So we'll take the 51. Not great, not horrible. I think I need to place one more building to, yeah, to move on. So... yeah, I'm pretty confident that warehouse won't hurt me. Yeah, 2 markets, 2 resort oases. No big deal. I'm sure I'll find good places to place those, right? How could I not? Weird. Yeah, let's go seaweed farm over here. Place this one, and then don't place the seaweed. Wait until we have a second farm. This is kind of challenging. There's a lot of places up here that this will score similar points, but I'm wondering where the best place to put it is. And I think I actually want to start transitioning towards this city center. Even leaving that awkward gap. I'm okay with this. I'll take 131. I wonder if I should have left that spot for my next city center. Because that would have been a cute spot for it. Man, I need plateaus. It's probably a +9 somewhere in here. 6. I have kind of the same conundrum as last time. Like, unlocking the balloon did not really give me any new building I'm excited to place. Yeah, these are all just garbage. Like, I'd rather have a different shape in basically every spot through here. I guess I could place it like there, but even then, like, I'm placing a 9-point mansion. Like, what am I really accomplishing? At least up here, it will benefit from further jewelers, potentially. Although this is still not ideal. But I'll take the 11 just to move on. Like to hold on to these. Probably have no spot where this can be built. Yeah, it doesn't quite fit. That's fine though. I maybe should have left a spot for the market actually, so that I could have saved all of my wall plateaus for temple shenanigans, because the market is bad for temples. So I can't place it before the temple if they're in the same area. I guess I just go back to huts just to get more buildings as a temporary solution. I don't really have any great monuments. But temple's looking alright. Getting there. Oh, these are probably blocking masons right here. Which is a little awkward. I can still put plenty of masons around here, but I probably should have had that in mind. Put them a little bit further back from the edge. I am flawed. So there's a 90 right there. So parks need to go upstairs if they're going to score off of the monument. Which they might not, frankly. I'm just going to do it. What? Why does that not fit? That's all buildable ground. Huh. Weird. Parks up here. Sure. Then looks like back to huts. A hut. More. God, come on. It's not even green. So I got screwed on the random chance there, which is unfortunate. Somewhat predictable, but unfortunate. I placed that there because my other water plateaus are going to be in this region, so they'll score off that one. And this also seems like a reasonable place that I might end up building other structures at some point. It's a bad shape, so I can't, like... I don't know. There's actually some argument, I think, to putting it over here, since this is a better market. Or even is it? I don't know, with the double warehouse. But this would be a better warehouse. What a conundrum. Alright, let's put it over here. But then this will block my seaweed. Yeah, the seaweed's going to be good enough. I shouldn't block it. I stick to my original plan. Oh, perfect. The small shape. now that I have nowhere ideal to place it. Yeah, 17's good, though. Then I can probably fit one more right there. And... oh, there is room around back for a wall. Great. That's great, actually. Tempting. I think huts are going to advance and score less. I think I still want to hold on to the monument. Its score will rise as I continue playing. I'll take some 29s. Oh, okay. Okay. So now we get to start experimenting. So let's start here. 226, or 266, pardon. Not perfect, not great. I can definitely go higher. I am getting all the masons and everything. If I go a little bit further over, I lose a mason and I don't pick up this plateau. So that plateau is a lost cause. So how far can I go this direction before I lose this mansion? I went from 66 to 68. So I gained this house, but lost 6 points somewhere? That doesn't make any sense. I guess... no, I can't even justify it. Like, I picked up this mansion, I get that. And that house, but I must have lost... like 3 houses down here, so I lost 24 points and gained 18. Doesn't make sense. I'm not exactly sure how that worked out, but this is a higher score, clearly. However, boy. See, this is a big decision. I do think I should place 2. Like one right there, and then one at the same height. Right there. And then this could go anywhere along here. And they're all basically the same score, so. But now I can build other mansions on this platform and stuff. So, I think right now the plan is to just line it up with the statues and that city center, which is a good visual cue for me as well. 268 is not great, though. We're going to need to get that score considerably higher. I think mostly it'll have to come from masons. I also have this one other wall plateau, which I'm going to hold on to for right now. So there should be a 78 somewhere. Nope. That's a bad mansion then. We go a little further over, I guess. Alright, 78. And that actually gives me a cue to line up the temple off of. Sweet, sweet, we're getting there. 12... then 106, yeah. I'm hoping to get more water plateaus so I can start moving my parks down here anyway. That could be a... oh, not a water plateau. Much worse. Alright, 34... 46... 49 somehow. Yeah, 49 it is. And then I had a really high point value shaman down here, right? I think there was 142 somewhere. I'll take it. Okay, hopefully... nope, there's not enough room for me to even demonstrate here, but I think this does work. Moral of the story is... let me actually check. They might have changed it with the most recent patch. I guess... I don't think I can actually... this might work. Either I've previously... I might be remembering incorrectly how it worked before, but I thought I could do this. So either that gap is preventing it, or the recent update fixed that. And to be honest, it doesn't seem like a totally intended behavior. Oh man, over here is just so much better. Zero points, like no matter where I put it, right? And then these will score off of the plateau as well. Although actually, let me move it a little bit further over. As long as that doesn't screw me. Yeah, this is fine. So I don't want to just take the 70 because it can get so much better, but I also need to get to the next tier. I guess I leave it for now. So I want to build my mill so it touches all this stuff. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do one up here. I'm uncertain if my fields are also going up there, but it should not be hard. Yeah, my temple does not want to be near the mill, but that's not a hard thing to avoid. 78, like I said, still got a ways to go. Does the temple detect it does. Okay, good. Good. So we can get some more points out of that at least. Oh, the forbidden fruit. Yeah, that's actually probably good enough. Take up this space that might have been houses, but gotta get good warehouse placement at some point. Oh man, getting hosed. Alright, I can at least place it so that a crappy market will sit down here. So if I run out of places to put these markets, I got crappy options here. And the brewery does... oh, for some reason I thought it needed to be on green. Okay, well that actually changes things, because now I can't get closer to the other. Ugh. Man, this shape of water plateau is just god-awful. Like, if either of these were squares, my situation would be significantly better off right now. Okay, I guess I placed this one here. So that the next water plateau will allow me to place this here. Ugh. That's some garbage right there. Not a fan. I do have these mansions. Alright, is there... There's a spot down in here that I want to try and fit this mansion. Right? I thought there was a spot. Yeah, because that's open right there. Now it's possible that that tiny mansion I have behind this mid-size mansion is preventing the placement. It's possible that they are overlapping, but I would have thought that would fit. Shame. Oh well, I can cram a wall in here, as previously discerned. That L right there really should fit a mansion. But clearly it doesn't. There's just no placeable spot through there. But it should. It's mildly annoying. I might be able to fit a line park right there, actually. Do I wait on this wall for the chance of a line park? I think I do. I think I do. And similarly... build a mansion there. Might still be able to fit some janky wall in here. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I saw one. There we go. Alright. Will I put a park right there? Probably not. Probably not. But maybe. This kind of tension, the tension of like what building do I place next, what will reduce my score by the least relative to the higher points it could get later. That's my favorite part of Islanders, actually, is looking at this whole catalog of buildings and saying like, alright, well, placing this is bad for the Resort Oasis, so I can't place it until I place the Resort Oasis, but I want to wait on placing the Resort Oasis until I can get these two down on a green water plateau or normal plateau right here, but after placing them, I'd like to get my brewery down right here, which requires any shape of water plateau, right? Like there's a interconnected struggle between all of these buildings that is really satisfying to me. Also, a little bit frustrating, but in a good way. When in doubt, place huts. Alright, the moment of truth. Hey, it's green. Okay, so... crap. That doesn't actually... doesn't solve my problems by itself. Because I think the correct play is still to place both of these. And then still keep waiting on this. And, you know, by the same token, keep waiting on this. I could place this wall plateau. I need to screw around up here and see exactly where it's going, but I could do that. I can place... oh, I wonder if these... touch the temple? That's a good question to know the answer to. So they don't, and in fact it's not even close. Okay. So I need to take the lower point value 1 for the sake of the temple. But that one it does get. Alright, I'm up to 333, so I'm climbing. Remember, my goal to beat is 445. That's my record. And I could get some really high point value houses up here. They're 2 points less to the temple than a mansion would be. They're only 8 instead of 10. But, I mean, 2 points, right? It's not make or break. So, my question is, can I do that and leave enough room for a wall? No. And is that even enough room for the temple? No. Okay. So no way am I fitting both. And in fact, I can't even... oh, okay, I can fit a house. Alright. Well, that's probably just worth it. Like, these houses are high scoring. Yeah. Okay. Then, essentially there is where the next wall plateau is going to go. But I'd like to finish building out here first, if I can. So what am I going to place? Please? Yes! Alright, that all worked out. That worked exactly as planned. That's a further 15 points for the temple. I think parks are 5. Yeah. Awkward. I think... no, there just isn't enough room. Meh. Sweet, yeah. Is there a way to fit that mansion in without taking away my ability to build a wall here? That is the question. So I can put it out here. There's like no way the temple... yeah. In fact, the temple is not even close, really. It would need to be like that spot I built it the first time. Okay, so there it is, picking it up. But all the walls are angled this way. I don't think there's any angling the other direction. So it might be better to just take the 21, call that gap in here just lost space, like RIP, but I can't get anything in there. Wrong building. Okay, that works. And I bet that's close enough. Yeah, okay. Sweet. I don't know if the wall will actually get contacted, come to think of it, but let's find out. Yeah, okay. Sweet. Getting there. And then I still need more mansions up here. Can't fit any houses here. Walls are going to go behind that. So is a tiny park going to go there? I'm increasingly convinced the answer is no. Which means I should cram these in. Oh, so here's a question. Here's a question. Does the temple detect that wall? Because if it does, yep, I'm going to go ahead and eat that minus. Or the, I mean, it's only +2, I guess, so not even a minus, but I'm going to eat that crappy score in order to place a second wall there. Then I don't think 2 are going to fit in here, so I may as well at least get a 24. And let's see if it touches that 14. I'm unsure. It's like hard to find this very specific spot that I've laid out for the temple to sit in. No, it does not touch that last wall I placed. Okay, so all of that's good. I can probably fit 1 or 2 more masons here. Maybe that wall was a mistake. Maybe that blocked off a mason, but I feel okay about it. Tempting. I don't need very many points, though. Only 8. So I think I may as well just place this house and get some, like, crappy middling point value from it and move on. Ooh, okay. Maybe not even that crappy. Maybe, like, very respectable. The double shaman. Interesting. Well, putting it there would be 15 points to the temple, but... Oh, I can even use that tiny little spot in there. It's strictly a negative, but it does score for the temple. I'm going to keep that in mind, because I just want a temple score. Like, I've clearly beaten the island. I'm not going for a high score. It's all about the temple. But part of getting a high point value temple is scoring well through the whole course of the island, because you need to unlock as many buildings as possible. 29... 24. Wow, yeah, okay, 29. Very picky 29, but 29 it is. And now this house will be even nuttier than the previous one. Oh no, I can't. Oh no. This house would have been awesome, but I've already placed it, so I actually can't. 21. I can definitely make that back. It'll be worth it. I really feel like my points are just kind of limping along. Like, I don't feel good about my forward momentum. Clearly it would have been better to place these walls after placing those huts. But you can't be flawless. Do I place my shaman on the assumption that I'm going to get another shaman before I place the temple? Seems like a completely reasonable assumption to hold. I can get 26 points pretty easily, too. Yeah, I'll take a 29. And then these, I'm tempted to just fill this little area. In fact, I think I will. Like, getting 1 mil first would increase their point value a little bit, though, but not a ton. Could also just seal up this area where nothing else is going to fit. Oh, this could be good. Yeah, alright, alright. That's actually great. So, maybe I don't place this here. Oh, it's so much better, though. Then I'm missing out on green space. And I need to be able to tag it with this. Yeah, it has to be right here. Alright. Then get the last of these in. And 35. Excellent score. And a 53. I'm going to go all the way this direction for no immediate reason. I don't have a plan behind that. I just feel like it's better not to put it right in the middle. Maybe so I can put park right here or something. Then my next seaweed field. As close as I can. Or seaweed farm, pardon. I said field. $12 and 14. 17. Oh man, that would have been a sick wall. Alright, nothing else will fit here. I guess I could build a tower. But let's not get too fancy. Because instead, I can build another wall plateau. And I need to be really careful not to block the temple with this. Like, I think this one might have just... yeah. A little bit further over. Or do I want to go on this side? I lose some buildable space, but I'm not building on top of that wall there. We put it pretty low, too. I mean, ideally I'll end up going on both sides, so... yeah, let's try this. 424, okay. Yeah, all those walls that I've already placed are now going to come back and bite me. Unfortunate, but like super predictable too. I hate that this is the shape of house I have. It's like not what I'm looking for. I want to place it far enough in that I could fit a wall right there, but no further. Ugh. Alright, yeah, that looks pretty exact. There's no wiggle to it. Not much, at least. Looks like this board is actually a good indicator to go off of. Yeah, now it's too far over. So if I create just the tiniest of gaps. Yeah, there's no wiggle in that. None at all. Which means that a 2x2 house there might actually block it. So let's create a tiny bit of wiggle again. So it turns out where I originally had it was perfect. Yeah, that's probably fine. Okay, okay. Then, unfortunately, because this is slightly out from this wall compared to this one, I can't put another park there. But I think I can just put a park out here, and then still... Nope. Do that instead. I'm going to go ahead and cash in the first of these. Been holding it long enough. The next one will probably go here, so I can even go ahead and start my seaweed too, which is good because that's a lot of points that's been locked up. Ah, man, I'm so close to... Okay, I can get a 40-something, right? Yeah, 45. That's not bad. Yeah, I think I just need to take points off of this. That'll also help my huts and everything, etc., etc. Then up here, get the 45. Because my houses are still going up here, I think. Yeah, my one 15-point house. This did not work out as well as I was hoping it would. There's already too much rubble up here blocking the area. Interesting. Where... I guess I hold on to that and build seaweed instead. Sweet. Now I have 2 water plateaus. Interesting. Come on. Wiggle in there. The wiggle technique is surprisingly powerful. I've also, like, weirdly blocked myself from reaching anything. That was way faster than I expected. But those were all good point values. Very strange. Fishers really do behave oddly. Yeah, see how that's stretching out a little bit? I can still fit this, but I'm glad I left a bit of room, just in case. Now the moment of truth, does this fit? Yes! That's awesome. Okay. And the real moment of truth, should it be a mansion? It should, for the 2 extra points on the temple. Man. Just want to build houses, but... No, that mansion's definitely the better point proposition. $450, so that beats my score. We can go higher, though. We can still go probably much higher. That's already 460 right there. Didn't even try. Ooh. Is that close enough? No. But it's not off by a lot. Maybe if I take the negative, just go all the way in, maybe it'll be close enough. Nope. Oh well. That's fine. looking at my buildings. Don't have a lot of stuff I want to build. Nine is literally, that's default value, so not a good or bad placement. Where will a market go that I can use a water platform to allow? Or water plateau. +5. I really hope it doesn't come to placing that. You know what? I'm gonna leave that there, just in case. You know, this would be a really nice spot to just slip that in. One over here would not get... That's actually not horrible. Yeah, because it gets that warehouse up there. Okay, sure. I'll leave one there. Just trying to get enough points to maybe unlock another good building. Another wall plateau would be real class. Okay, not perfect. Trying to think where it might score well. Like if I just place it for points. Not many places. I'm really just looking for those fissures, right? Like, the statues are already pretty surrounded. I guess, like, here is fine, but still not impressive or anything. Yeah, it's just crappy, turns out. This is very bizarre, these 5 city centers. I think it is time to... I would say it's time to cash these in, but I'm not confident in that, actually. Yeah, I think that it is time to place the fields. Interesting. That this shape of field is able to detect so much further sideways than this one is, because I'm not even really that close to getting the 3rd row. Interesting. I need more masons and more wall plateaus. That's how I'm going to increase the value of this temple. And 460 is fine, but I can do better. What a weird little area I built up here. Oh, that was rough. I didn't get anything good. This is brown too, so I can't really profitably place the hops field. I think I saw 35 at one point. Sure. And I think up here is essentially done, so it's time to start placing walls, sealing everything. So you can get some pretty good scores off walls. Nice. Wall plateau? Wall plateau? Nope, nope, okay. Circus is not exactly what I was looking for. I don't even have a decent circus anywhere. There's just no room. And if I get a wall plateau, I won't use it for a circus, so that's a little rough. This is still brown. Have these parks I can use, of course. That's actually not terrible. Maybe I start a new resort oasis over here. Place these two. Weird. I think the best fisher might actually just be a random one out here that gets the city center and no penalties. Kind of sad but funny. That's the very definition of sad but funny. I just need more points. Oh yeah, perfect. It's much smaller shape, so that was a good upgrade. This park will end up probably out there, actually. I think I like the new city center, or the new resort oasis idea. Unless I get a green water plateau, like, next round. I'm probably going to have to do that. I don't think there's any good water plateaus for circus. Doesn't seem like there would be. Ooh, okay, so I take the 97 here, and my my temple would touch that. But I can take this first, and they won't penalize each other. No, there is a placement that doesn't penalize each other here. If you place the higher up temple first, you can often dodge it with the lower temple because their detection radius starts shortly above their peak. I can't show you with my mouse because I have to hold it here, but you can see how the detection radius slopes over the top of the tower. It does not start centered on the building. So I'm able to pretty easily avoid touching this tower. It's another fun little tip. This seems fine. It's very simple, but fine. Got a massive 25 or a 16, 14. Yeah. Only need 30-something points. Should be pretty achievable. Nice. It's not a bad seaweed field, actually. Okay, come on. Surely. Look at how much room there is right here. That's larger than the base of this building. Just, come on. Just do it. Piece of crap. Man, I actually don't have any good seaweed options, do I? But I need points. I need points pretty badly. It's weird to me that I can't build it here. Alright, well, I guess we take that and then do some of this for respectable, albeit unexciting scores. That's still higher than anything I can get over here, though. It's weird how badly that worked out. Then more of these guys. Looks like 78. Okay, 78 it is. Just give me one more wall plateau. That's all I really need to... Ugh. Masons, wall plateaus, just let me have this. Yeah, it's not even good yet, but these were never going to be the good. I think it's better to score more off the plateau. Actually, I don't have a place to build houses or mansions right now. So I think I actually build this. I think I give up on seaweed, build this here, so I can score some of these, you know. Now again, ideally I won't have to. Ideally I'll have another wall plateau to build these on, but I might not even be able to make it there without some placements, so. Need to have a backup plan, you know. Like 1 point short. I'm gonna place a 35 instead of that 34. Oh, I'm 2 points short. Okay, so now I'm 1 point short. There's my solution. Just get a 37 instead. Easy. Wall plateau. Not exactly. So over here is a 40. $46. Yeah, I think $35, but I can touch it with 2 fields, makes it like a... Oh, yeah, this is going to score higher overall. That's not even bad, really. Although I do need to scoot it over a little bit. So one fits over there, one does that. Okay, close enough. $27-point park. Guess it's time for this tower. 10 more points onto the temple. Wall plateau? Not quite. $36. I think I just take the 46 and don't look back. I don't remember exactly. Oh, there it was. Okay. I'll keep that 8 in mind. Oh, come on. It doesn't quite fit. Well, that's some BS. Can I get the mill twice? Got it. So that's a little trick. If you want to maximize your mill touching and don't care about screwing up your grids, sometimes you want to angle your fields. This 45-degree angle tends to work pretty well. What am I up to now? 470. It's like not that much better than my previous kind of casually attempting record. And actually this tower might have blocked more wall plateaus, although I can put a wall plateau coming off the side of this one, probably. I've got all these burning a hole in my pocket. I might just have to go ahead and place them. Here's another example of putting the taller towers first. So like this tower does not detect that one above it, even though this one would definitely detect a tower here. Get like a 46 or something. It's not very inspiring. Rather just eat the huge negative and 50 whatever here. Man, they're really not helping me out. I'm still limping along, but it is a limp. I am not moving very well right now. Okay, well, place this first. Okay, 17, 19, 26. I'm like already out of range to touch it. It's pretty lame. Although actually this is probably not a terrible... I can get a 10-point mansion at some point. If I get desperate again. Can't get a 14 anywhere. Is that within temple range? No, not quite. Crap. Wish I had a wall plateau to put this on. But all my wall plateaus go to the temple. That's the rule. Man, I can't even, like, get a market in here somehow because of the shape of these and the way they're oriented and everything. I still have this plus 13. Relatively shameful, but it exists. I guess this is better than anything else I can do. This would be an 8-point circus. I really feel like I'm on my last legs here. Okay, there's no excuse for that kind of sloppiness, though. Okay, wait a minute. I think I get 75. I think I actually just place the circus, like, somewhere as a complete throwaway, just so I can tag it with the balloon and get 15 points from it, like that. If that does work. Yeah, let's do it that way. Actually, wait a minute. If I get another wall plateau, it's going to the temple area. So I'm not going to put a market on it. So I may as well go ahead and cash this market in, which will also boost the balloon. keep getting these line parks, though, which is good luck. I think the game's trying to kill me at this point. It's like, you know what? You've played enough. Haven't forgotten this. Still gonna do it. Oh my god, I need so many points. I can't possibly get it from the buildings I have. So this is gonna be it. This is gonna be the end. Alright, I will place this. Yep. Then... look around for... I don't think any walls could potentially fit in here. Oh, nice. That's even like a, you know, decent wall. Like plus 12 is fine. Yeah, no way am I going to be able to put a wall flat on the back there or something. They don't fit here either. Only 6 masons this whole time kind of held me back. Alright, here we go. So, my new highest point value ever building is 485 points from one temple. Let me zoom in here for the full effect. Like this. Is this the shot? It's beautiful. Oh, nope. It's beautiful. Alright, so that's how you score 485 points from a temple. Okay, that was pretty satisfying. And it's like I have a whole new stock of buildings. Well, I think this island's basically played out. I mean, I'll get, you know, 3 or 4 more rounds out of placing these, but a lot of the valuable spots are gone. But I hope that you all enjoyed this little experiment into what you can do when you optimize for a particular building. I don't think this is breaking any true records or anything. I bet you could get maybe 600 if your island was a little bit better shape and you got a little bit better luck with what buildings you unlocked in what order. It might even be worthwhile to use a wall plateau to get a good market, or at least to, you know, plan for a market. Because I think that if I'd had a little bit more forward trajectory with my buildings, I would have been able to get more packed into this area. But I'm pretty happy with that. I set a new record for myself, at least. And I hope you all enjoyed. See you here next time.